polls just closing in Georgia. And it was a record-breaking day on the first day of early voting in that crucial state. So the Georgia Secretary of State, Gabriel Sterling, just telling out front that more than 300,000 people cast a ballot today, which crushes the previous record set 4 years ago of 136,000. Now, this video we'll show you here shows going the other direction. So our producer is driving this way. The long line of cars waiting to pull into an early voting site. Tonight, both campaigns are trying to read the tea leaves here because it is a crucial battleground state. The road to the White House runs through Georgia for both Harris and Trump, which is why Trump is there tonight holding an event in Atlanta. Harris is going on Saturday for a rally. One of her top surrogates has already been there, former President Bill Clinton, this week. Her campaign and supporters have now booked $31 million in ads in Georgia, $7.1 million more than Trump. All in, it's an incredibly huge amount of money in these final days where every vote will matter. I mean, you remember 10,770 votes, right? I mean, but when you look at how tight the race is already projected to be this time, the latest poll has Harris at 46%, 45% for Trump. CNN was at a polling station in Buckhead, neighborhood outside Atlanta, which has traditionally been a conservative area. And here's what our producers and reporters saw today, is that abortion and immigration were some of the key issues that had people coming out, could go either way. Here is what one voter told our Nick Valencia.
So when I hear on the news all the talk about immigrants doing this and that and all of the negative talk, it breaks my heart because I have two daughters and I have two stepsons. And, you know, we contribute a lot to America.
You could perhaps guess the way her vote went, but long lines, lots of people, and it's unclear. Tonight, immigration is front and center at Trump's rally. Look at what is playing on the screens where he will be speaking. Very different than what you just heard. This one's saying your new apartment managers if Kamala is reelected, playing, of course, off of the Colorado gang story. And we're also getting some new numbers tonight from across the nation. So when you look at early voting, I mean, we're in it. And I know we've been saying this, that Election Day is 3 weeks away, but yet, well, here's the but yet. So far, more than 5 million ballots have been cast across 39 states. I mean, that's really incredible. Kristen Holmes is out front live in Atlanta, where Trump is about to speak. And Kristen, Trump has made no secret that Georgia is one and perhaps the most important state. So this first day of early voting is very, very crucial. What do they see in these numbers?
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor.
Yeah, look, they're watching this very carefully. But, Aaron, I've got to tell you what's been so interesting being here today. We know what Donald Trump has said about early voting. He has said repeatedly that people should vote on Election Day, that there should be paper ballots, while still trying to perpetuate this messaging at the same time that Republicans have said about how critical early voting is. Here, it is very apparent how critical early voting is. Every single speaker has talked about the fact that early voting is happening today. They have implored the people in the audience, if you have not gotten out today, show up tomorrow. We need people to show up and vote. Now, the other interesting thing, spent about the last 30 minutes in the lobby here talking to people. So many people wearing early voting stickers. I asked people, did you do this in 2020? They said no, that they didn't believe in it in 2020. Interesting change, obviously, between then. And you just heard this behind me. The speaker who just took the stage said that she just cast her ballot for Donald J. Trump. There is such an emphasis on this early voting now, the Republicans, and that is something that behind the scenes, behind Donald Trump's rhetoric, we know has been going on. We know that Republicans have been having a ground campaign in all of these various states to get people to show up and to cast their ballot. That is something that is very clear tonight, very interesting to see because it feels like a real difference between at least talking to the people who are here today who said they early voted than 2020.
Yes, certainly so. And obviously, a shift. There was more mail-in voting then, but people taking this very seriously. And as you say, at a Trump rally where 4 years ago he said he didn't trust it, that could be very significant. Well, Kristen, thank you very much. She's at that Trump rally in Atlanta. I want to go to David Axelrod out front now. So, David, when you look at this, record smashed, and, maybe some people who would have cast mail-in 4 years ago now are choosing to vote early. No matter how you look at it, though, these are huge numbers. These are big numbers. These are people turning out. These were lines. And you heard Kristen say how the Trump campaign says that they think this could be good for them, but you see it as a good sign for Harris.
Well, yeah, I think, look, you have to analyze where the turnout is. If it's uniform across the state, it means one thing. If it's concentrated in the Atlanta area, probably another. But generally, even with this new emphasis on early voting, Trump had so conditioned Republican voters to vote on election day that they're trying to rip out the wiring now and get them to behave differently. So I think there will be a greater participation of Republicans in early voting, but the degree of it, I don't know. And you'd have to assume, without the more in-depth analysis, that this is more encouraging to Democrats than to Republicans.
So when you look at the numbers, more than 300,000 ballots cast today, and Gabe Sterling saying that that's a record. It's more than double what you saw last time around. It's astounding in terms of the increase. So you heard what Kristen was just reporting from people she saw at that Trump rally, who said, well, they voted this time. They didn't believe in it before, referring to 2020 because of what he said, but now they feel differently. But what do you see in these numbers? I suppose whichever way they go. When you talk about democracy being on the line, as so many people feel, what do you see when you see lines like this?
Well, listen, especially because there's been all kinds of barriers discussed, set up, talked about in Georgia, and so to me, this is a statement on the part of people across the state that, hey, we're coming, we're going to vote. We're not going to be discouraged. And that I think is great. Look, I want everybody to vote in an election. I think this is a sacred process that distinguishes democracies from dictatorships. And this is the way we grab the wheel of history and turn it in the direction we think is right. So I'm happy to see people come out. One thing I want to note about this, Aaron, though, a lot of the people who you saw today are people who voted last time. Some of them may have voted early. Some of them may have voted on election day. What is going to be interesting is, were there people who voted today who didn't vote at all last time? And what motivated them to vote, and what is their persuasion in this race? So, there is a possibility that these Republican voters are coming out early, were people who would have come out anyway, and the same with Democrats. And we just don't know what it is. But I'd say it's mildly encouraging for Democrats, and certainly it's encouraging for democracy that a record is being broken. And it suggests, we'll see whether it has auguries for the turnout in the fall, but it looks like we're headed for another big election.
Yeah, well, I mean, and there's something to be said. You see those lines in the car. I mean, people waiting in the car and then inside in the convention center. I don't know. I mean, I see that. Since it gives you goosebumps. It's amazing. People are choosing to do this and choosing to wait on a day when they don't have to. There's a lot of other days they could still have, and not putting it off and doing it. And that is what makes America great. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate it.
Okay.
And Harry Enton joins me now from the Magic Wall. So Harry, we talk about Georgia. You're just looking here at the specific numbers. Polls have closed on the first day of early voting, but Georgia matters so much. I mean, how it goes is an indicator of where the entire race is going. So that's why so much attention is on these early numbers.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right, Aaron. I mean, I should point out that Georgia is not even part of Kamala Harris's easiest path to 270 electoral votes. Donald Trump really needs to win the state. I mean, look, Kamala Harris's best path moves through the Great Lakes, right? She wins up there, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, gets her to 270. We can also potentially give her Nevada, where she's been polling pretty decently. That gets her to 276. Now, let's just say we give her the state of Georgia, right? That gets her to 292. This gives her a major margin for error because she could lose in Pennsylvania and she would still get 273 electoral votes. Let's say we give that back to her. She could lose in Michigan. Again, she's north of 270 electoral votes. Let's say we give that back to her. She could lose in Wisconsin, and she still gets over 270 electoral votes, Aaron. So the bottom line is this. Georgia is so pivotal to Donald Trump's path to 270. If Kamala Harris can win there, it throws his entire path off. It gives her a much larger room for error.
Yeah, I mean, it becomes not impossible, but incredibly difficult for him to win without it. So what do the polls tell you about Trump and Harris in Georgia?
It's so close. That's what the polls tell us. So if we take a look, I averaged all of the polls, right? And what do we see? We see Donald Trump up by a point. Of course, remember, 4 years ago, Joe Biden won that state. Why at this particular point does Donald Trump have the slightest advantage in the state of Georgia? Well, I think it comes down to black voters. That's what it comes down to. Because take a look here. If you look at the average among black voters in the state of Georgia, you see that 4 years ago, Joe Biden won that vote by 82 points. Look where Kamala Harris is today. She is only up by 72 points, so a 10-point drop-off, something that is very consistent with what we see nationwide. And the bottom line is, if Georgia is consistent with what we see nationwide in terms of the drop-off in black voters, it is felt more in Georgia than any other state, because swing states with the most black voters, look at this, Aaron. Georgia comes in at number one at 30%. If Kamala Harris can win over more black voters, she's likely to win the state of Georgia and make Donald Trump's path to 270 electoral votes seem like a pretty gosh darn long shot.
Yeah, that's certainly the case. All right, thank you so much, Harry.